Yo, what's good, my fellow Magic Knights? It's your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another Black Clover mobile video. Hope everybody's been doing well. Hope everybody's been able to surpass their limits. Let's go ahead and just hop right into the video. This is super quick, by the way. Yes, bedhead, dead man. Say whatever the fuck you want. You can hashtag that even in the comments down below. But basically, we have gotten an closed beta test is announced. It doesn't say exactly when, or it's not even announced. They have released a link for us to sign up for the closed beta test. Once they get all the people, I guess once all the people are selected that are going to get into the beta test are selected, then they'll announce a date for when the beta test comes. And obviously I will do what any true dead man would do. I'm going to go and request off of work so I can have full coverage on that beta test all day, every day, while it's out for you guys, right? But let's go over some of these ads real quick, and then I'm also gonna go over and show you guys the website and show you the sign up process. So the first little registration picture we have right here is with all of the captains here. We have Dorothy, Jack, Nozel, Naomi, Vengeance, Fuegolian, Charlotte, Rill, and I never can remember the purple orca dude's name, but that's because he's a skeezer anyway. Please comment that dude's name down below even. Join the Magic Knights, become the next Wizard King, register now. And they show you all of the captains, right? Because they're all, you know, the next steps to, or the steps right before Wizard King, basically. Then we have this ad right here with Austin, you know, side by side, showing like the character selection screen. Now these pictures, I'll try to have like pictures beside them. I'm pretty sure these are the card arts for their character, from their character trailers. So this is like their, it's weird. The PFPs look a little different than the actual cards themselves. I'll also go over that when I'm looking at the specific ads also. We have this little picture here. Foster friends bring these adorable characters home. I don't even know why I'm clicking out and going back in. I'm just gonna keep pressing X. Then we have the join Uno, right? And here's his art. And oh, I didn't even notice the black clover in the background. That's a nice little touch there with the wind spiraling, of course. Now, originally we had seen that Uno's rarity was going to be rare. That's how it looked in the trailer. And it makes a lot of sense that they're showing the true rarities now that we're this close, because they didn't want to reveal such things, you know, way beforehand. As far as we knew, everybody was rare coming out, right? And it makes a lot of sense. If you remember in Grand Cross, all of the units that you get actually do, that are from the sins that you first get. So I know Liz isn't a sin, but Liz is basically a sin. There's a SR Liz, there's an SR Gother, there's an SR Deanne, there's an SR Meliodas, right? And then later on, once you get to King, you get the SSR character, and it kind of just stays on that level, right? Well, it would make a lot of sense for the Black Bulls, and you know, of course, because he's the Deuteragonist, for them to all be SRs, because they are the main cast of the series. That's typically how it works. SR, and then, you know, if they don't get released in the first little like push of the game, all the ones that come later are just SSRs, right? Now the Black Bulls, I do feel like it'll be kind of like a, you know, kind of like a mixed bag, because I could see an SSR Yami and SR Asta. By the way, when I saw the Yami ad, which we're gonna also go over, when I saw the Yami ad, I thought that shit was like a reveal for a banner, right? A summon, but not the case. If it was the case, then I'm already on sweaty. Anyway. We have, I can see maybe Luck and Magna being like rares, but even still, they're Black Bulls, so probably SR. Just because none of the Black Bulls, I mean, that's arguable. Magna could be seen as weaker than Asta at the beginning of the show. He's just his senior because he's been doing it longer, so Asta respects and listens to him. But in a battle of like, you know, 1v1 hand-to-hand combat, obviously Asta's got that. He's got that with his entire guild. That's why they look at him like he's the captain, basically. Yami tells them to surpass their limits. Well, no, Yami wasn't telling them to surpass their limits before. Asta came along and actually started surpassing his limits. And it's like, okay, well now we have somebody who can surpass their limits. So all of you need to surpass your limits as well, right? So everybody becomes better by association with Asta. So I can see them putting it in a way where everybody in the Black Bulls is at least an SR when they come out. Just because Asta pushed them to, you know, that tier above what they were before. Let's go over and look at the other arts. Your own exclusive grimoire awaits you. I like that. That makes it feel like an RPG kind of aspect, because, you know, typically it's played from a standpoint of somebody who has the account, and you level up your account, and all of the characters level up separately from your account. So it is like you are, it feels like you're a summoner, basically. This concept comes from like Brave Frontier, if you think about it. Brave Frontier is like a 9-year-old gacha. That shit is shut down now. I love Brave Frontier to death, though. I'm playing Grand Summoners now. Very much like Brave Frontier. This is not promoted or anything, but, you know, try it out, see if you like it, right? But basically, it starts off with you are a summoner and you're summoning all these people from this different world to help you battle in these missions, and eventually they even let you create your own character. Now that game got shut down, the servers were dead for a little while. I do feel like once you get to like that end point of a gacha game, that's the last thing that you can do to kick that last little bit of life out of it, right? You can make a system where you can create your own character, because then all the work that you've been putting into your account, you can finally have a representation of that work, your character, and you can customize your character however you please. When you say something like your own exclusive grimoire awaits, that's the kind of vibe I get, right? Obviously they wouldn't do that, especially at the beginning of the game, but just imagine you gotten so far in the story. Ooh, I made a video talking about side story content they could do. Definitely check that video out, right? But I'm thinking possibly, what if they went through the entire story and then they made it to a point where you could make your own Magic Knight or something like that? Or it gets to the end of Black Clover's story and then they could expand upon the game by making Asta the Wizard King, and then it could be a completely original story written by Tabata that he wouldn't have to animate this or anything. He could just do it for the game, or if he wanted to animate it, he could, right? And he could just make up a new character or some shit. It's possible. He can do whatever he wants. But basically, you could just make your own character and be a Magic Knight and try to go through the shit that Asta went through, but just a new type of enemy or something like that. And yes, I know the way that the enemies are scaling right now in Black Clover makes you question, like, how in the world would you make enemies even stronger than the enemies they have to face right now? But you know how anime is. There's always like the generational jump, and then power just increases, things like that. Just look into it. Now we have the Yami, and you can see he's SSR off rip. We already knew that. The closed beta is recruiting. Sign up now. Of course, they will put that man Yami up, because if he's recruiting, you're joining. You're surpassing your limits. That's Asta was fighting that man. Spoiler alert for anime. I'm sorry. Asta was fighting that man Dante and got his ass kicked in. And this man Yami pulled up and started fighting that man. This man Asta's over here struggling, saying, "Oh man, I can't help Captain Yami. I need to get up and help Captain Yami." This man Captain Yami calls Asta by his first name, or his name, because he always calls him kid or brat. Calls him by his name for the first time. This man Asta instantly stands up and says, "Yes, sir." That's the type of energy we're on right now, bro. It is surpass your limits by any means necessary and get into this fucking closed beta test. Because we have to play the game. We got to break it down. We got to know what's going on. Right here, we can see Black Clover is coming to mobile. Join the closed beta. Register now. And we have the Noel recruitment thing. And this is more so set up like an actual, how it will look on your phone. Join Noel, the closed beta is recruiting. We got SR Noel. Like I said, all the Black Bulls would be SRs. Simple stuff. We got Asta right here, actually. SR Asta. That was definitely a cut in. That's, oh yes, that is the pose on his ultimate video. Definitely go look at my breakdown of that as well. But another thing that I wanted to point out is every single one of these pictures has Black Clover M, Rise of the Wizard King, which is confirmed the global name for this game. Even this picture right here, like every single picture we just went through, has Black Clover M, Rise of the Wizard King. That's starting to make me think, because they said they were going to release the Japanese version, or the Korean version, Korean/Japanese, then they would release the global version later on, right? Now that they've had to push the game back so far, do you possibly think they've come to the mindset of, well, we were probably going to drop the global version around this time. We're going to drop this before the movie, because it said Q1. March is the end of Q1. I don't think they would wait till March to drop it, just because Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King is coming out. Literally, I don't think they would sleep on that and not drop the game before that, so they could use that to hype the game up some more, right? But basically, that makes a lot of sense too, because the movie would release in Japan, in theaters, and it would also release worldwide on Netflix. So if they dropped the collaboration with the movie in the game, globally, and in Japan, or all versions of the game basically simultaneously, then it wouldn't really mess up anything. There wouldn't be any spoilers for people from America, because the movie's already out everywhere. I think they're gonna have a simultaneous release, because why is this all in English? You can't. I know sometimes the people in the background, we thank you guys, the people in the background will translate things for us and then put it out for us. But this is not translated by anybody from the community. This is literally from Vic Gaming, just like this. So I think the simultaneous release for global and Japan is highly likely. Now let's go over to the survey and take that. Black Clover M, Rise of the Wizard King recruitment survey for closed beta. Now, another thing I want to point out. Last time I went on this site, it was in a different language and I had to translate it to English. and now it is just translated properly. I already had this loaded up, but when I clicked onto this site, and I can zoom in a bit, I already had this loaded up, but when I had clicked into this site, it had to translate it for me in the first place. This time, when I came to the site, this shit was already in English, and I can tell that it's properly in English and not just randomly Google translated, because when I first did this, this said genre, and it had female and male spelled weirdly. Now it does say gender, so it looks like everything is properly translated over. And also, these questions, where is it? There's a question that says, who would an anti-bird fly up on? What? Did they take it away? Perception of the anime, gender, age, your current age. Yeah, I guess they took away that question that asked if there was an anti-bird, who would it fly up on? And the answer was like someone with little mana, basically. But right here, which of the following types of mobile games have you been playing the most in the last 6 months? So in the last 6 months, I would say action adventure RPGs, MMORPGs, because I love playing online games, and then turn-based gacha RPG, of course, the unholy trinity. Then what games have you actively played for more than a month? Obviously this. Bleach Brave Souls, I used to play back in the day. I've played it more than a month, like before, definitely. Slime, I didn't even get to play for too long because it was acting weird on my phone, and I just deleted it at some point. Dragon Ball Legends, I didn't play consistently enough. I'm surprised they didn't put Dokkan up here. Fuck Raid Shadow Legends. Fuck Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just like I didn't even play for a month. I played for like a few days and then I was done with it. Which of the following options best matches your perception of the Black Clover? Of the anime Black Clover. I am a fan of Black Clover. So the choices are, I don't know what it is, I've heard about it, but I don't know it very well. I know what it is, but I'm not interested. I know what it is, and I have watched. I am a fan of Black Clover. Oh, here we go. What kind of people will Anti-Bird get close to? Crafty people, kind people, people with powerful mana, people with little mana. I'm not sure. People with little mana, obviously. That's why Nero and all the Anti-Birds were pestering this man Asta whenever he was at the Magic Knight entrance exams. Gender, male. Age 22 through 25. You guys can interpret that however you will. Your current region of residence is North America. What iOS do you use, or what OS do you use? iOS. For my gaming phone, iOS. For my main phone, iOS. But if I had an Android, I would get another Android. I want the Fold. I have an SS Max. That's not my main phone. That's the backup. That's the game phone. Let's calm down. Let's not make any assumptions here. And then I'm gonna put in my email address, and then we're gonna skip ahead in the video. But yeah, no, that was really all I wanted to cover. Yeah, no, we can finally register for the closed beta. This is a monumental occasion. What did I say that right? Monumental. But yes, quite the crazy occasion. I'm very excited, very happy that they're finally starting to release stuff. It's crazy. We waited through so much shitty, poor communication. Now it's like they're just giving us everything at this point. It's like, oh, by the way, here's how the gameplay looks. Oh, by the way, register for the closed beta test. Like, good things take time. That's all it was. We just needed to wait a little bit. Like I said, just hang in there, surpass our limits, and be patient. And they'll make sure to take care of us. And it looks like it's going to be good. I'm pretty excited. I'm definitely ready to surpass my limits. I don't have a meme for it, but you guys can Black Bull thrust the like button. And also, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell, because this is about to be the gulag that we enter here trying to make all this content for Black Clover, because so much information is coming out now. It looks like we're finally in our busy period. Wouldn't you know, holiday season is when we're in our busy period. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys can surpass your limits and face any obstacle that comes your way. That's going to be your boy Deadman, the Bedhead. Peace.